Just because it doesn't feel like God is with you doesn't mean he is not. I think we have all been there where we have questioned, God, you still here?
Right.
I know your word say you never leave me nor forsake me, but it sure feel like come here, Jesus. Yeah. My God, why have you forsaken me? Oof.
I can't even imagine that. The Son of God, and this is the first time you don't feel your Father's presence,
and you are God.
Eternity, yeah, right. That's insane.
Yeah.
So say that to say, like, we are called to be like Jesus, and if Jesus had a season or a moment like that when he experienced that, what makes us think that we won't run into a season in our lives or times in our lives where God just feels like he just done dipped?
Yeah, for sure. He goes silent. I wonder why. Why do you think sometimes God will just go silent?
I think maybe even to see like who will actually look for him, like, you know what I'm saying, to maybe see who will actually come seeking him, who will draw near to him, or to like expose real intentions, like because that's what I think.
It was because I'm over here hanging on every word.
Because my thoughts are going so fast, like I don't know if it makes sense if I actually
Yeah, but it was good though. Yeah, so to see your intentions, to see who will actually come and find him. I think like he does that to develop it reminds me of how Pastor says, I know in my nowhere.
Yeah. That's true.
And I think sometimes God will go silent because he wants us to develop a knowing that although I can't see you, you real silent, I can't hear you. Sometimes I might not even be able to feel you, but I know in my nowhere that you were still here and you still see me.
That's good. I just got it back. So I think another reason is he want to see are we going to obey the last thing he told us?
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we're expecting the word something else from God when we haven't did the last thing that he said to us, the last thing he said to us. So I feel like that could be another reason as well.
Yeah, he like, what you? I ain't got nothing to say. I done
I said what I said.
I done said what I said, and you ain't like it, and you ain't obey it, and you ain't do it. I know we done took a turn, but we essentially done asked for you to take some accountability. I know we just turned, but could God's silence be because you have not obeyed his last instruction, whatever that may be? It might be obeying him with your body. It might be obeying him by giving him more time. It might be obeying him by stopping going to certain places that you know ain't glorifying and edifying the Lord Jesus, but your flesh sure do feel real good. But your spirit, man, anyway. Another conversation. Maybe he's just waiting on you to be like, all right, God, for real this time.
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead. Got anything else? The point is that sometimes we just have to, in those seasons where it feels like God is silent, sometimes we just have to choose to believe.
For sure.
And I remember a season in my life where I was like, bro, it really felt like sometimes being mature sucks. Can we be honest? Let me talk to all of my mature people. Seasoned saints. I don't know what we don't call them. But sometimes when you are just mature, whether that's obviously spiritually, but even in the natural, right? Like sometimes it's easy for you to be overlooked because you are mature, right? So I don't need to worry about you because I know that you got it together, right? And there was a season in my life where I felt like God was literally like taking it out on me because I was mature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As far as he was attending to everybody else, but I was over here like, hey, don't forget about me. But he was like, oh, you mature. So I know that you're not going to curse me. I know that you're still going to seek me. I know that you're still going to trust me. I know that you're still going to have faith. I know that you are not going to be so far shaken to where it's just like, bro. So because of that, all right, let me get some of the other. And I was just like, I know I'm mature, but dang, you ain't got to do me like that.
Right.
But it was in that season where I made a decision to have a mature, I'm about to get in trouble. I made a decision to have a mature response and not go down the, God, you just forgot about me. God, you just don't care about me. God, you just don't hear me. You just ain't listening. I chose to be mature, even though I sure didn't want to.
That's good, and I think it also speaks to speaks volume to the fact that you know him to the point to where you were able to do that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, you spent time with God. You pray and all the things. Like, you had so much confidence in his character.
Yeah.
As inconvenient, as frustrated as I know that it was. But I just feel like it also speaks to the fact that you were able to make that decision because you were rooted in his knowledge of his character, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Which stems from other seasons where it also felt like I was silent. I feel like I kind of had practice. If that doesn't sound encouraging. let me say focus. And we are past our time, so that is very much so real. But you can't get to that point if you don't first make some decisions.
For sure.
Right? To choose to believe and go from believing to knowing. If that makes sense, making that transition from I just believe to nah, I actually know.
It does. That's good. No.
Oh. I'm good. you paused like you was about to drop a bar. I'm like, I know we over time, but I'm here for it. So the point is, in all of this, is that just because it doesn't feel like God is with you, he is very much so there. And you have to develop a knower that God is there, even though I can't feel him with my senses. He's still there because his word says that he will never leave you nor forsake you. And he has a proven track record of that. Yep. That's it.
That's it.
That's all. We out.